everybody. Welcome to this week's episode of SeeYou Weekly. I am your host, Mariah Ashley, and I'm here with my lovely panelists as usual. You guys, introduce yourselves.
Hi, I'm Jack Yurden, and you can find me at JA on Twitter.
And my name's Amelia McGavro, and you can find me on Twitter at AC McGavro.
My name's Hannah Butler, and you can follow me on Twitter at Rye_407.
Okay, guys. So I just want to take notice to the fact that everyone looks like it's a little bit warmer outside. I see Amelia over there with the sleeveless top, just like me. I love it. I love it. Hannah, you've got one
shorts.
layer. Look, see one layer.
I got one layer and some shorts
and
on.
some shorts on.
That's right.
Jack, you playing it safe. I see. You
I
got a
did.
sweater.
It was gonna rain, so I just went with school colors.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But it's finally above 60, which is so nice.
Yes, I
Seriously,
know.
though.
I'm crossing my fingers, knocking on wood that the weather doesn't go backwards again. We don't have a
Never know.
relapse.
You never know.
But speaking of school colors, did you guys see our new uniforms? All the athletes got new uniforms. I really like the all white. I'm a really big fan of
The
all
basketball
white.
one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one's pretty nice. The football one, I'm not a fan of though. It just looks too, simple.
Yeah.
The redesign just didn't do it for me.
It wasn't.
Simple is better, though. That's my
Wasn't
spirit.
there a big deal about...
It wasn't like simplistic. It was just kind of like
Yeah.
I don't know, lazy, I
Basic.
guess.
They
They,
made a
just
big
took a
deal
few things
about
off, and then they were like,
completely
"That's new."
rebranding the block eye.
Yeah.
So I didn't feel like it really... I mean, they look incredible. They look really good, but I just don't see a lot of change.
Maybe, I mean, we're used to what we're used to, so maybe it's just gonna take us some time to get used to it. But I did like the all white better than the football uniforms.
Yeah.
Me personally, but I don't know if you guys got this. They sent out an email promoting like the Illini athletics, and there's like the football player, and he's like in the Heisman reach, and he's like reaching for like the basketball players like
Basketball.
Basketballs, yeah.
yeah, and it's like and they graphed it. It was a graphic, so obviously they weren't all standing next to each other, but just the way that they edited it, it just looks like that. I'm like, who?
You'd think the person who sees the final product would
Yeah.
notice.
Would
It's like
notice that.
design 101. Just
Right.
at least like double check it when you're done.
It's funny.
It's
It's really funny.
It was kind
It
of
actually
It made us
because
open
his
these
glove is black, so it just kind of fades away into the crotch.
Don't worry about it.
It's okay. It's all right, number 55 and number 32. No judgment. So guys, let's talk about Chelsea Clinton really quick. Now, are you guys familiar with the fact that she is pro-choice? So she just recently announced that she's pregnant, and she's married. I've never had anything bad to say about Chelsea myself, but she's married, and she's announced that she's pregnant, and all of these anti-abortion activists are like attacking her because they're basically saying that, since she's pro-choice, she doesn't have, I guess, the right to be excited about her pregnancy, because to her, at this point, the baby's only a clump of cells. So she can't be happy for it. And I don't see the alignment between the argument. I mean, what do you guys think? I don't really see it myself.
I think it's a reach, and it's also like they feel like it's their opportunity to actually say something, but it's the wrong time. Like, just be happy for her. Like, the last thing you want to hear is people bashing your pregnancy. You know what I mean? Especially your first. Is it her first?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, why would you want to deal with that? So it's just, I feel like it's like a low blow, but also just like they're trying to get their in to become like publicized.
Yeah.
It's probably just a PR tactic, quite honestly.
Yeah. You think so?
Just a way to get their message out there by whatever means necessary, but it is not a good situation to do that. I agree with you. I think they should just be happy with the pregnancy. Every woman gets pregnant, and well, I'm not.
Every
saying
one
that.
of them.
I'm just saying, like, it's so common.
Yeah.
But I mean, just don't.
Yeah, I mean, it seems more like snide commentary than really anything else.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't take it too seriously.
For me, I'm just like, this is coming from an anti-abortion group. Like, you guys are pro-babies, but this woman can't be happy that she's about to give life. Like, what's wrong with you guys? Like, that's like the opposite of what you were trying to do.
Right.
I don't know. I just think it's a reach. I think they're really just trying to find some way to bash her. And I don't know if they know this, but newsflash: people don't like it when you bash pregnant women. That's not okay. pregnant women always win.
Especially when like an ex-president's daughter.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
watch your
Kinda
back.
gone, kind of targeted a powerful
I know, right?
They will win.
Yeah, good luck to them. They try that again if you want to. So another quick announcement. So they're thinking about making a Mrs. Doubtfire sequel. I love Mrs. Doubtfire. I love the original movie. I watched it all the time when I was younger, but it's been about like what, a decade?
Over that, it's like
Over
close
a
to
decade?
15 years. Yeah.
It's way too long.
Yeah, I love Robin Williams in that movie, and like Bicentennial Man too. I used to watch it all the time when I was a kid. I'm 100% against like a new Mrs. Doubtfire movie. I don't even know what the premise of that would be.
No, it would literally be out of nowhere. Kind of like, okay, let's just do
Like,
this.
yeah, they got divorced again or something.
Right, right. Like,
That's a really
what?
sad movie.
How would they do that? I'm not sure. It's not working out for me. I mean, I too have attached myself to Robin Williams playing the role, so I don't see anybody else being able to accomplish.
Are they talking
it
about a
the way-
different person playing the role? Does that be?
I'm not sure. I know the oldest daughter in the movie, she has completely refused to do it.
Yeah, she went off on Twitter about that.
Yeah, she is against it. She doesn't think it's going to be a good movie. She's already announced that she's not going to be acting anymore. So she's just making this like super personal and taking this to heart. But I mean, I don't know. I can't really argue with her because I'm not in too much in favor of a sequel. It's just been too long, you know?
Sequels are, in my opinion, are like never, unless it's like a trilogy or something like that, is never a good idea. Because I just really don't like them. They don't, unless there's a
You really hate sequels?
I just don't like sequels. Unless it's a Disney sequel. Those are fine.
Oh, no.
I was waiting for it. I was like, wait a minute. So you don't like
No,
Lion
listen to me.
King, One and a
No,
Half?
Disney knows what they're doing.
I love the Lion King, One and a Half.
That like all that like Cars 2, just put it back in the vault. We don't. No one needs any. Oh, really, Cars 2?
Don't talk about the
Really?
vaults, okay?
Oh,
Don't talk
okay.
about the vault. We don't know.
Get a nerve.
You guys.
Well, we'll see how it goes. you
Yeah,
know?
we'll see. Hopefully,
If it even
I hope
happens.
we don't have to see.
I hope you don't.
I don't
We
want
will
to see
see.
it, but we'll see. So talk about something serious. So, in Ohio, there was a teacher who was apparently fired because he said there shouldn't be another black president.
Not what I expected from Ohio.
Yeah, and I mean, this teacher has a history of saying out of place things to his students, and I mean, I can only imagine what other things he said, but I would hope that it's been nothing as bad as this if this is what got him fired.
Right.
But
What's really a shame is that it's at a school where there's younger kids who can be manipulated very easily. They, I know when I was their age, I took to heart what my teacher said. If he's saying all these derogative things and these very controversial statements, what's going through the minds of these kids?
Yeah.
And parents can only do what they can only do, but that's really unfortunate that it's going on in a schoolroom.
Yeah, I think that's true. You got to think about like the lasting effects, because it's bad enough it happened to like a university or high school where people kind of know politics a little better, but if it's little kids, then that's probably what they're gonna believe for a while.
yeah,
At least.
It's like surprising thinking that kind of thinking is still around nowadays. Because you would think that him being president would like kind of like sucker punch those people, but like really though, it's so surprising how we're still back in those like 60s thoughts where like the civil rights movement was going on and like people were, you know what I mean? It's just kind of weird to me. I don't like it.
yeah. Like you said, Amelia, it's unfortunate that we have that type of person that can make it into a school system where, like you said, they are able to manipulate kids. But I feel that at least somebody in the room must have known something. I mean, obviously, his little secret is out,
Yeah.
and he's been fired for it. So I'm grateful for whoever's parents taught their child well to know, like, hey, you shouldn't say things like that,
Well, I'm kind of wondering, in what context did that come up?
True.
Yeah.
History class?
Right.
You would think. And also, it's a good thing that it came became like this huge news story because it means it's like getting out there instead of like, so someone publicized this and people want to hear about this because it is so crazy. So I guess it shows that there's a lot of support for being against this kind of idea of like no black person.
We should be at that point. I feel like considering our history and how far we've come, we should definitely be at the point where people who have thoughts like that should feel ashamed and need to be punished for that, because you can't do that. It's not okay. So let's talk about our celebrity. You know, we always have to talk about our celebrity on the show. Our celebrity this week is Lady Gaga. Hey, Lady Gaga.
Sorry.
So
sorry about
no. So she did a Versace photo shoot, and they have released the pictures of obviously the photo shoot, and then they released pictures with the untouched version, which is Lady Gaga with no makeup, no Photoshop, no anything. And guys,
damn.
she looks deadly, guys.
Yeah,
and
she
I
looks
mean
very
deadly
sick.
as in lifeless. Like,
Yeah.
She got none.
I mean, usually when they do like the side by side, it's like there's like a freckle or like you know, maybe their arms are like a little bit different. She looks like a dinosaur in the untouched. She looks insane.
Was yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow.
And
in
her face
the
was
before
just-
picture, and then it was white.
Like, even the article was like, she needs some chapstick because her lips was just like, I'm just sorry, Lady Gaga, you got that money. I know you got that money. What are you doing? You got the chapstick money. Like, put a fund. Like, I don't know. I think it's just so bad. And then I saw there's a link for her Vogue thing where she's wearing a purple dress and she looks like she's just being photoshopped left and right, and she's supposed to be like self-confident and everything.
Yeah.
I would be just, it's like kind of opposite of how she's being photoshopped so much.
Yeah.
It's so weird.
Yeah, it was a pretty dramatic change. It was almost as if, like, when I was looking at it, I was like, wait, is the Photoshop one the bad
she
one?
looked like
did they
unreal.
Photoshop her to make her look worse?
She. I agree with you. It looks like she didn't look real.
Yeah.
She looked a little
She just.
weird.
I thought it was like kind of like a fantasy thing. Like they're trying to make her look kind of
But the
odd.
pink was almost it was too bright.
Yeah.
She looked kind of translucent.
Yeah, I don't know.
Translucent. She's taking it too
Bashing this woman.
She looked like a ghost. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, you know, and it's like, you know, Lady Gaga, we love you.
Adore you. It's okay.
I just don't
Corey's
know.
gonna kill us after
Yeah,
this for
she's
bashing
right,
Lady
I
Gaga.
Right.
She stands for something so much
Yeah.
more than being photoshopped so much.
Yeah.
It's kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it would have been different if we had just seen her with the with the makeup, and it wasn't photoshopped. It was pretty dramatic just to see her full makeup, full outfit, everything, to nothing, just looking like,
Yeah.
like
the crypt.
Like a
keeper.
mom.
right, like that's how it was. And like even in the article, they were saying like, oh, you know, Gaga looks, you know, so good. You know, celebrities with no makeup, you know, they always look terrible. And I'm just like,
Yeah.
put her in
Excuse
there,
me.
put her in that group.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a little scary.
I don't know. That was just my personal take on it. But, well, that's all we have time for today. You guys make sure you subscribe, comment, and mention us on Twitter and Facebook. And we will see you next week.